Queen, or how it sometimes has been called, Tomb of the Wave Clear. Johanna high priority here, same as the mages Gul'dan sometimes makes an appearance on this map. Jaina, KT, general wave clear, just a very, very high priority for the teams usually on this map. And first of all, we're gonna start with Duke of Manabee. The nerf hammer has hit him, but not hit him hard enough. He's still one of the top tier supports, just able to follow up onto any sort of CC from the tank with the silence, with the slow, potentially even a root on level 13. If he decides to go into that, it just brings him a lot of value for those team fights.
Yeah, and of course, as you already noticed, there's a Johanna ban, quickly followed by Lunara and Rhaegar. The teams are blasting through these bans. So the top supports are gone, the top tank's gone, and Lunara is also banned.
Indeed, and with that we do see Vala left open. She has been picked up. Vala, still a very, very strong hero. Recently the Autotech build has made a resurgence, being played quite a lot. That lacks a little bit of wave clear, so maybe we're gonna see a mage to help out with that side. Also, Vala sometimes used even to play with double support, maybe Uther tank with Anduin or something along those lines. I've played that myself quite a bunch, and it does make quite a lot of fun. It's hard to counter, but looking it's hard to counter. On the other side, we do see Anna countering any sort of double support with her minus healing, and then Jaina just a great nano boost target, bringing in a lot of wave clear as well for the team on the blue side.
Yeah, and on the left side we have now Blaze, probably in the offlane role, but he has also been played as a main tank, of course. Very tanky hero, and that bunker can be used to get out of some dicey situations. And he does provide some wave clear with his flamethrowers and oil spills and all that, yes. Followed by Anduin to get your damage dealers out of some sticky spots with that leap of faith.
Indeed, if you're CC'd permanently, you cannot jump into the bunker, so just pulling you out is then the safer option for the side of the Unstoppabros. Also, Anduin, with the light bomb, he has a great tool to help out engaging the tank or the offlaner, for example, Blaze. When he charges in and he gets a light bomb, he gets a 2-man stun, light bomb as well. That's just loads of CC, and any team can definitely follow up on that. But in the meantime, we do have a bruiser bans coming out, as we do see the Blaze, the Lyric ban, interestingly enough, from Carrying Sheep, as he's generally been used as a counter towards Blaze, just to make the 1v1 matchup in the offlane pretty unplayable. On the other side, we do see the Deathwing ban, which is probably a reaction to the Lyric ban, as Lyric pretty good time into Deathwing, as he can barely do anything against him.
Yeah, I don't really see Deathwing on either team's roster as being highly picked, but Zeratul, that's one I like.
Any Void Prison Apocalypse enjoyers into Ring of Frost? We're back in 217 or what?
Oh, I don't know, but these teams might be able to try it. Or maybe it will just be the standard, quote-unquote, because Zeratul doesn't see a whole lot of play, the standard Wrath of the Nerazim? Something of the Nerazim.
Might of the Nerazim.
Might of the Nerazim.
Also in Tomb of Sparta Queen, this is a smaller map, so it usually tends to fight a little bit more often compared to other maps where you play more macro. So Zeratul has the very weak early game, and therefore he's probably going to struggle quite a lot. So I do think it has to be Void Prison Apoc so far. We will see what the team says. On the other side, we do see the Tassada. You come in for Super Unstoppabros to help out with the wave clear, and then we also have a Garrosh, who loves playing around those bushes, and especially he loves throwing in a Diablo and destroying his engage, and then taunting him and making quite a lot of space for Vala and Tassa to just try to burn him down.
Oh, do you spot what I have spot? There's not a traditional offlaner on the right side, so it's probably an offlane Zeratul.
I would assume that Zeratul has been used a lot for offlaning, especially by very, very good players too.
Yeah, but into a Blaze, he's going to have a rough time, wasn't he?
I mean, the thing with Blaze is he is good as offlaner, but he lacks a little bit of pressure into the opponent's Zeratul. So if Zeratul just plays around into trying to dodge, he can make it work.
Yeah, but just the random flame jets shots, that will probably clip Zeratul. He doesn't have a lot of sustain on his own. So, well, we will see how it will pan out as we are loading into this Tomb of the Spider Queen. This first game into this 2-game series between Super Unstoppabros and Carrying a Sheep.
Indeed. Let's start. On the left-hand side, we do have Super Unstoppabros. We've got Dami playing the Garrosh. Starcadia on the Tassada. Muchus playing the Anduin Verus on Blaze, and last but not least, Lucas on the Vala.
The right side in the red, it's Carrier Sheep with Greyhound playing Zeratul, Taco with Nazeebo, Salia on the Ana, DKT well, that guy on Diablo, and Page Biscuit on the Jaina.
Looking at level 1000, due to the auto attack for Blaze, making him an amazing amount of wave clear and quite
W
annoying.
on Vala, so not an auto attacker this time, so that's more of a double mage setup, sorta kinda.
Throw onto the Diablo, the wall as well. He's up off, 25 spell armor is there. It's enough to keep him safe. Meanwhile, the Zeratul made a little bit of nuisance in the backline. Sarcadia dropped down to half health on the Tassada.
Yes, indeed. The altercations are not yet over as both teams still hanging around in that bot lane. Blue team making their way first to the top lane. Tassadar using that wall to try and block off the rotation of the red team. And so far, wave clear, wave clear, or wave clear.
In the meantime, we can take a short look at talent, as we have Dami stepping up looking for a throw, gets a minion though, but DKT with stun to immediately annoy him quite loads. We do see on the Zeratul, when we do see the Q talent, which usually means that he's opting into a Q focus build, and the Void Prison build is usually Q focused as well, so this might be one of the first hints.
Initiation onto the Garrosh in the mid lane, but Garrosh able to throw out the Diablo, and he should be fine so far. So it's just a little bit of damage being traded back and forth, but no real killings on either side.
We also do see Finger of the Deep, so Nazeebo wanting to have a little bit more range against the Garrosh to not have to stay too close, but also giving up the Spider Talons for losing a little bit of burst damage there, but rather being safe, especially against that Garrosh, makes quite a lot of sense.
Yeah, because these lanes are close to each other, Nazeebo is able to gather stacks out of 2 lanes instead of the usual one, so he should be able to complete these quests fairly quickly.
Yes.
Anyway, the blue team is a little bit late on the Bruiser camp. The red team has already captured it and is now marching onto the side walls of this mid lane. Yeah, the red camp a little bit early from my feeling. Usually I like to have them when the objective spawns. Now we do see the blue team, Unstoppabros taking theirs, but in the meantime Dami taking loads of damage on that Garrosh, and he goes down as Greyhound manages to blink away with just over 500 health. Yes, indeed. So first kill going over to carry as Sheep, getting that Garrosh in the mid lane. Oh, Vala might be in trouble. No, she is able to dodge out of the way of that Diablo. Yeah, Lucas fine. He's just getting some dings in on his Vala. Indeed. So we're already on 14 stacks out of the 20 he needs for the first reward. Yes, indeed. It is an infinite stacking quest, but with a little bit of bonus at that 20 stack mark. So want to gather that as soon as you can. Oh, Dami coming in, Greyhound getting thrown. Muju's with the root. Zeratul dropping low, but the Ana heals are there and keep him barely alive. Yeah, that mobile hero is just able to... Oh, in reinitiation onto the Diablo! And Diablo able to bring her down. Is flipped back into tower range, is slowed by the Zeratul, but it looks like the red heroes are able to make their way back to safety without losing anyone. Forward arms on the Garrosh confirmed, just barely not throwing the Diablo over the wall, while he would be then stuck behind the towers. Do have level 7 now coming? We do see so far a full W build for Diablo. Grenade build on Ana, and for Zeratul we do see Rending Cleave on 4, which probably means that he will go White Pistol on level 4, on level 10. Yes, indeed. And as you said earlier, Zeratul doesn't really need to be in that lane all the time. He just has to be there to collect the globes. Watching the experience chart, he is sort of kind of keeping up with that Blaze, but he is popping in and out of lane to assist his team with the ganks. I mean, one thing especially Blaze players tend to do quite a lot is with the huge amounts of wave clear, they tend to rotate a lot into the mid lane, just helping out the team with the wave clear. And especially on the side of Super Unstoppabros, they just need a little bit more scaling for Tesla to be able to one-shot those waves safely. And Vala usually wants to use the Ws, but talking about
W's, there's a zombie cage, and Anduin is trapped inside it because Diablo pushed him in there, and he gets taken down. This third kill for carrying a sheep.
Very well set up by this red team, all these kills. Like, this time with the zombie wall, unless... Oh, Zeratul might be in trouble. No, is able to blink out, and is just safe in the mid lane.
We don't really see a level lead, but Vala, she's getting caught. There's a zombie wall again. Just making sure she's not escaping.
Yeah,
Especially now as the first weapon wave for carry as sheep is coming in. It's gonna be very, very hard to defend for Super Unstoppabros.
Yeah, the saving grace for the blue team is that the carry as sheep has not reached level 10 yet, so they are able to pick a fight at even talent tiers, but they do have to worry about these spiders barreling down the lanes and, well, sieging up to the forts.
Indeed, in the mid lane, Jaina is taking quite a little bit of poke damage, but she has an Anna behind her, so she's gonna be fine.
Yeah, look at the red team. The red team has no fear at all. They know that their level 10s are close.
Oh, it's gonna be Lightning Breath with Void Prison and the Ring of Frost. So
Okay.
going for the full wombo combo, but rather just having the little bits of it. There's the Void Prison onto the Anduin.
Yeah,
Lightning Breath is in, Ring of Frost a little bit too late. As the ally throw from Garrosh just denies 3 ultimates. Make it 4 is not a boost, but also used.
yeah, that's fair. And now the blue team is about to hit their level 10s. Maybe they can do something with that downtime that the red team has just created for them. Trying to force their own turn in, maybe.
So, Diablo is looking, and do have level 10s 9 for the Super Unstoppabros as well. We do see the Warlord challenge, Black Hole, Strafe, Bunker, and Anduin probably going for the Light Bomb. Holy Reservation might get some value if Diablo has cooldowns, but else.
Yeah, so there's still 4 cooldowns ticking on the red
Holy
side.
Reservation.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, there is no Apocalypse to be pressed with that.
Yeah,
But there is still a Diablo on the opposing side.
Yeah, the only interrupt we do see for carry a sheep are Diablo, QE, and the Anna Sleep Dart. So Anna probably should hold her Sleep Dart just to make sure they have a interrupt for that.
Garrosh was blocked by the Zeratul in a tiny corridor in the mid lane. He couldn't get past. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, also we saw on the side of carry a sheep, they waited with the Bruiser Camp until the weapon was spawned to make sure the Bruiser Camp helps them defend it in the tower range.
Yes, indeed. So a few front walls fall. Oh, Nazeebo might be in trouble in the top lane. Will he be able to escape this gank attempt? Is rooted by Anduin, taking a lot of damage, but the Garrosh is not able to get there. Throwing his own Vala over the wall. The Q of the Zeratul of the
Diablo comes in! And he gets the kill.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. In the meantime, in the bot lane, Zeratul was able to take out Blaze as well, so that's a huge loss for the blue team.
What?
All around.
How?
I missed it because I was watching how Vala was thrown over the wall, so don't ask me how it happened. I just noticed it did happen.
Maybe someone in chat has seen the Blaze on the minimap where he went. But yeah, we do have level 13's 9, so spell power for the side of Diablo. The shield for Zeratul, so he gets his full of health and regeneration a little bit for himself.
Pretty standard on the Void Prism build.
I'm still a big fan of Mending Strikes. Yeah, 104 HP on that mid fort. No more. Diablo Flame's too angry.
Good. Anyway, can they get another fort with this Web Weaver wave, or is this all they can get? They are moving into the top lane, and they still have that talent tier advantage. So we will see if the blue team will be able to put up a defense for this top lane fort, or if they will just let it go. Oh, red team going aggressive. And the black hole, and Zeratul is just brought down. Was able to press his Void Prism, and the Diablo charges in, but is immediately answered by the Holy Ward's Salvation, preventing any sort of damage from going out onto the Garrosh, and there's no takedowns here today.
Only the Zeratul, very well done there by Dami on the Garrosh, taunting the Zeratul, making sure he's getting he's no longer invisible, and then throwing him into a rough spot where he's unable to save himself. Did drop the Void Prison in the end, but there was no follow-up as no one was inside it.
Yeah, the blue team did have to move around Void Prison quite a bit, so it did hinder their movements a tiny bit. Well, it didn't matter in the end. Oh, Blaze might be in trouble. There's 4 red members in this bot lane, but Blaze is known to be a tanky hero.
Is coming in.
Nice 3-man stun by the Blaze into a 3-man taunt, into a throw, and Anna is being brought down. But that's a lot of damage going out onto the blue here as well. And Blaze was stuck inside the zombie wall. That's a lot of gems going onto the ground. Hope maybe they can bring down the Jaina. No, the Q of the Tassadar just missed her. That's unfortunate. Oh, look at Zeratul. Look at that cheeky bugger waiting there. Oh, he was spotted by the Vala.
Oh.
And now they're fighting one-on-one.
They do seem to win that 1v1, but that's the rest of his team. Nope. In the meantime, the Diablo gets thrown into the fort and he goes down.
Two fights happening at the same time, and Zeratul is hiding in the same bush again.
This time though, he has Jaina with him, but in the meantime, the Nasibu on the lane, he gets bullied quite a lot, has to use size, but was not enough to keep him alive. Hold it on! The Ring of Frost comes in, but Jaina does not look too good there, gets another boost from the side, and Diablo is coming in as well though. Holy Word Salvation, no interrupt is ready. Blaze comes in from the side, Muchu is on the Anduin, staying pretty up onto the Jaina, nearly into towers. He's in a really bad spot. Jaina will go down.
Oh, not yet. She's still running. No. She's slowing the opposing team. Anduin with the root. Root misses. Jaina still juking, and she lives. No, she's dead. Oh, it's a lovely game so far. It's very fun to watch it. Anyway, another kill for the blue team. Is very even on the killings chart, 7-8, in favor of the red team, but one of the red members is dead at the moment, and the blue team does have enough gems to get those spiders barreling into the red side. Meanwhile, the red team is all out of gems because they lost them all. So the next Web Weaver wave will be a ways off for either team. The top lane was an attempt to gank the Nazebo by the Blaze, but the stun just misses. Team fight happening in the top lane. Garrosh taking a lot of damage, but Zeratul should be fine. Was able to blink out.
Zeratul is just looking for the Void Prison, looking to set his team up. The stun onto Anna though with the throw. There's the VP, but it does not come in enough. There's the light. Holy Reservation, everyone is just pressing R at this point. Blaze is going to fall as well, 1-for-1 trade so far. But Diablo, he's in a rough spot behind the wall, and he gets taken down as well. 2-for-1 in favor for the Super Unstoppabros.
Yeah, blue team taking another win while their spider weave is ongoing, so they should be able to get 1 or 2 force with this one. Oh, going in aggressive once again, taking out the Zeratul. No, the Zeratul able to blink out and be safe. Yeah, the Anna was just missed by the Void Prism. I was thinking maybe it was a better, well, maybe not, to put her in the Void Prism to take a bit of time away of the blue team. I don't know. Oh, blue team is looking into the boss pit.
I mean, especially the kill onto Anna and Diablo were helpful for the side of the Unstoppabros, as they had Web was running down the mid and bot lane. We did see both forts falling on those lanes, as well as the key walls. They started taking a little bit of damage. And now, as we do see carry a sheep starting their bruiser camp, on the other hand, we do see the boss about to be taken by the Super Unstoppabros.
Yeah, but the red team still has their front wall remaining in the top lane. So, oh, Diablo checking the pit. Oh, wasn't thrown by the Garrosh. Oh, well, he is thrown in the end.
Just the taunt, the stun, black hole. Diablo, are you still alive?
Well, that spell armor is so huge, and he does have a nano boost on himself. Finally, the Diablo has been killed, and now the boss stun onto the Nazebo, and Nazebo going down as well. This is a disaster for the red team, as that boss is barreling down in the top lane. This fort is probably gone, and they... well, the front wall of the keep will be fine. Probably.
Indeed, the fort is gone. Boss is at half health. He keeps on running down the lane. Unstoppabros so far though. Try to turn around and rather look onto the mid lane where we do see the Bruiser camp pushing in for carrier sheep as well as the bot camp, and down Bruiser camp are currently up for grabs if they want to take those. And yeah, as you mentioned, we do have not many gems on the side of carrier sheep. They're 30, no, it's 20 gems behind right now compared to the Super Unstoppabros, and both had 2 turn-ins so far.
Yeah, so most likely that the blue team will have the next turn in. If they don't die all, if they don't all die, of course. It's always the caveat, asterisk. And they will be hitting level 20 very soon.
Yeah, I think at this point they can maybe put Blaze towards the top, make sure he gets the next wave, and then we do see level 20 for the side of the Super Unstoppabros. And they can maybe pressure with this Bruiser camp, because those 20 spell armor, they are quite a lot if you go up against the double, triple mage comp, depending on how you see Zeratul. But 3 heroes which mainly focus around having spell damage, that's 20 spell armor, they're insane.
Yeah, Zeratul Q build, that's pretty much a mage. It's a high damage mage. It's a burst mage, but it is a mage.
Oh, the stun from the side! The sleep dart onto Garrosh, stopping him from throwing the Diablo in further.
Yeah, and they're also throwing out random abilities, trying to hit this Zeratul, but he's just darting around on his surfboard in the back line, and they're not able to hit him, so he just keeps on cruising. Now, there's the blue web weaver wave. Both teams hitting that level 20. Nazebo has picked the quest talent, but the quest is not complete. Needs 10 more stacks before he deals that extra hero damage. Oh, we will fight in the mid lane, and the Void Prism hitting 4 heroes.
Oh, Ring of Frost, but missed. Holy Word Salvation.
Yeah, but I believe Holy Word Salvation was cancelled by something. I didn't really spot what it was.
It did run out of time. In the meantime, Deathwing is breathing. A 2-for-2 trade. Diablo will respawn immediately. Jaina in the ice block will stay alive for now.
Oh, Garrosh taking a lot of damage,
for one trade, another one. Diablo, he's respawned. He's on his way back.
Yeah, so the blue team does have to be careful because they are a hero down on the map because of that reduced respawn timer for the Diablo. Only 5 seconds when that Soul Stone is charged.
Indeed, and the whole reservation was not interrupted, as you can see on the top side. It did get the cooldown reduction, so this was the full 3 seconds of protected for the side of Super Unstoppabros, but afterwards we saw a minus healing grenade on that Enduin and quite a lot of bullying onto him, and so he immediately went down and was unable to use another cast of the Holy Reservation.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, quest complete for Nazebo. So that will...
Looking at level 20s for the teams, we do see the double throw, we do see Titanic Might for Garrosh, which is quite interesting to see. But makes quite a lot of sense, as they have mostly area damage, so they don't have Reyna just trying to auto-attack stuff or bullets from Graham, and they mostly have AoE stuff, Valor W, Tossada Ws and Qs as well. And the Black Hole, of course, dealing all area damage, and therefore can maybe throw not only the Diablo, but maybe also Zeratul or someone in with him together.
There's Shadow Mending on Zeratul. I've never picked that talent myself, but I'm not a huge Q-build Zeratul player, so...
It is the go-to talent with the Void Prison Q-build variant of Zeratul. Oh, Zeratul! He gets caught. Void Prison onto the Garrosh, but he's fine.
Not too much follow-up. He was he did walk into that zombie wall, so yeah, wait a bit. And he is taking a lot of damage out of the Nazebo. With a level 20, of course. He is very well known for dealing huge amounts of damage all of a sudden. Where did the damage come? Oh yeah, Nazebo quest complete. But they are a hero ahead and moving into the boss pit again. If they can take over this boss, that's probably the end of the keep in the top lane. If they can take it, but the red team knows that this is going on and are setting up, trying to maybe make their way
into the Garrosh.
Yeah, Garrosh is making sure
The
that...
throw, the stun, taunt. Cooldowns have been used quite a lot. Desktop protected coming in. Holy Word Salvation. Make sure they don't take any damage. Another boss. He's still on chunking away. The Vala is about to fall, and so is the Garrosh. But Jaina, 2 for 1. Oh, Vala? No Vala. 2 for 1 trade so far in favor for Carry a Sheep as the boss has not yet been stopped. Ice block comes out for Nasivo. Interrupt onto the Holy Word Salvation, but DKT Diablo is he dying for that? Yes, but he takes down and with him he will respawn immediately, and that's just a 5-man team wipe as Carry a Sheep managed to clean up house with the Zero who just respawned. Diablo also just came back, and with that we do have enough gems for the side of Carry a Sheep, a boss running down the top lane, and this is potentially game as there's no hero to defend it for another 20 seconds.
Bala will be back in a short while, but that will be a boss together with the Spider Wave. And whilst the bottom and middle lane won't be dealing too much damage, the top lane is what it's all about, because that's where the boss is. That's where the Spider Wave will spawn, right at the keep's door. And just now we have Vala respawning, while the keep has taken 50% damage already.
Indeed, the boss is still a little bit above half health. The White Weaver spawned behind. 2 catapults are in as well. There's a Void Prison. No LFRO left for Garrosh. He just used it.
And a boost is activated, and he immediately gets taunted.
The double throw into Black Hole, and its total is just gone, making Turas Diablo falls as well. Super Unstoppabros still in this game. They are able to defend this boss, and the White Weaver, their core, took significant damage, down to 57% HP, but they're still in the game, and now is the time to maybe try and do something.
Are they just running it down? Are they running down the bot lane because the keep's almost dead there?
They ignore the minion waves. They ignore the web waves. They want to close out this game.
Yes, here they go. The red team needs to stall somewhere. They don't have that Zero tool with the Void Prism to invul on their own buildings. And here they are, putting in the damage.
Minus armor onto the Blaze. He's getting pulled out. There's a throw onto Jaina. Ice block is in, but Jaina, she is going to die. Yes, indeed. The bunker has been used as well for another little bit tools of defense. And with this Jaina kill, they make for sure that they get the keep. I don't think they could have ended before. But let's see now they potentially can. Zero tool spawning now. 20 seconds on Void Prison.
Oh, they have taken a lot of damage against these 3 heroes. Look at the health bars on the blue side. Oh, this is very dangerous. Oh, the nice hellfire by Diablo, but none of the blue heroes are dead yet. And it looks like Zero Two will be the first. No, it's Vala who's going down and Blaze going down. That improved fire breath. He was just keep breathing fire.
He just didn't care. He just stood there, you know, like a man, showing off his flames.
Yes.
In the meantime, the top lane is now starting to push in for Carrier Sheep. They've got a catapult every wave, and their opponents, they just don't. Only every third wave, but for now, those 3 members alive against other 3 members alive, it do look like they just try to steal away the Bruiser Camp. This chain of respawn, they now have the personal advantage on the map for Carry as Sheep.
Yeah, there's 2 keeps still standing on the red side. Only 1 keep standing on the blue side. But the core, they have to be very, very careful of backdoor attempts. Because the core at 57% HP, that's right for the take-in if they are not playing it careful.
Indeed, especially with those catapults just running down the lane, it can always be quite a pressure to them without having a global. You know, the Arca is insane for that kind of measures.
No dark. It's a small map, Samu. There's no Dahaka to be seen here.
He's still great on the map. Changing my mind. But yeah, in the meantime, we do see Carrier Sheep trying to paint the map red. Picking up the bot Giants, picking the Bruiser Camp up towards the middle of the map and trying to just pressure out enough on all sides.
We have a Tassadar in chat calling Dahaka a meh hero. Samu, your defense?
I'm gonna have something boring for him to play in our next game.
Anyway, red team is moving for that core, and the blue team is around for the
there's
defense.
the back door.
Oh, Diablo breathing fire on the score. Will they be able to
two-man taunt, another throw, and another throw, double kill immediately for Super Unstoppabros, but the core is falling, and the Dragon Breath, Lightning Breath from Diablo finishes off the game as he's dying in the last second. As GG as game number 1 goes into carry as she.
Yeah, that was. I like that. I like that game. The fires of Diablo were impressive. Impressive to say the least. And of course, the early game combos with the zombie walls, stuns in them by the Diablo. Blue team played amazing as well. A very, very good show match. I loved it.
What a match, guys. What a match once again.
Indeed, especially the bring out the Nazebo is something you've got to respect, you know? Nazebo is always sometimes a mad hero, because, you know, you never know. If you don't hit 20, he usually has little value, but in this game, we did see Carrier Sheep just playing a lot around combos, and just Diablo EQ into a wall and then in the zombie cage around it. Got a nice pickoff onto down in the middle top, and there was quite a few other situations as well where a nice Nazebo cage was able to just lock them down.
Well, guys, it was a super exciting match, and we are still having more donations coming in. It's very good. Of course, we are here for one reason and one reason only. That is to raise some funds for Ukraine relief here via the British Red Cross, who, you know, every pound goes towards helping someone in Ukraine. You know, it's part of their Project Ukraine. Currently, we have a giveaway for a sloth plushie, and I've been informed by our person who is currently doing all the stuff. It is, you know, get your things in. You know, get your thing. All you need to do. I can't remember how much we've set this one at. Let me just check on the incentives. It's £5. £5. Just donate £5 and enter yourself into a sloth plushie raffle. It's really cute sloth plushie raffle. It's really cute sloth. It's a very cute sloth plushie, and I will be able to get there.
And you can win it in a raffle.
And you can win it in a raffle, and it's got like magnets on its hands, so it sort of hugs it, and you can like put it around things. Like a lot of people put it on the mic stands. Maybe you can put it on a curtain rail. Maybe on a fridge, I suppose, if you really wanted to. Can go most places. But yes, get in there. That closes in 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Just go ! Donate, as we've seen in the chat. Tiltify, go on there. You can win yourself that. Obviously, every pound goes towards the British Red Cross Project Ukraine relief. So yeah, get in there. You know, £5. What is that in euros? What, like €5.50?
Yeah, excuse me if I'm a bit quiet. I'm donating £5 to make sure that I have an entry in the raffle.
€6, I've been told by our friendly Irish madam. That's 2 coffees. 2 coffees for a chance to win a sloth plushie that's super, super cute. And equally, you are supporting Ukraine. Like, genuinely, all the money is not... The money doesn't go to the sloth plushies. The money goes to Ukraine. Like, we are, you know... We're trying to just support. That's $1.5. 2 coffees for €6, AV. To be fair, if you're in London, €6 basically is 1 coffee. 1 coffee. So, you know, guys, get in there. Everything you do. I might try and donate myself for this one as well. I would quite like little sloth plushie. They're so cute. They're so cute. But yeah, of course. Tofu has once again done a message, and I'll just, you know. She has said, gimme, gimme, gimme a plushie after midnight. So, you know, it's great that people are donating here for it.
Did Tofu already see the clip about the aviator trans babies?
She has indeed.
Nice.
In the meantime, we did have the Super Unstoppabros choosing to go for the first pick. So we do see Towers of Doom being picked up by Carrying a Sheep.
Doom, Towers of the late game, Towers of... I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's Towers of Doom!
Scissor, have I infected you with garble speak, where we're just non-stop speaking nonsense?
I mean, did I ever say anything sensible ever? Because I might need to change that sometimes.
Yes.
Anyway,
I know there are people out there who are, you know, really hoping to do this. This is 3 minutes left on the giveaway for the sloth plushie. Make sure you get in for that. as we have so more giveaways, of course, coming up soon. Coming up after this one is a 30k jersey. So, you know, if you want to get involved, then there's that 30k. I think we're just about ready to get into this second match just about soon. Of course, once again, all proceeds going over there. I'm just going to keep plugging this. £5. Come on, guys, £5. We have another match, of course, at 1940 so CET. So, you know, we've got 40 minutes until that one. And that's going to be our Div 1 against Div 1 plus. After that, 21 CET. Samu, that's going to be you again, isn't it? And it's going to be you with Hazuops. So, plenty of good stuff to come. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to you and Scissor again into the draft. And I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea that I made.
Yes, do enjoy. And make sure that you stay hydrated, everyone. That's important.
Indeed, and we are now going into Towers of Doom. The only map where ports give immediate experience instead of increasing the passive experience. Changed back in the days. A lot of people still enjoy the map. I would say it's one of the best maps in the game. It's still just very, very balanced. You can have a great early game, and if you really, really push it towards the end, you can end it at level 15 or something if you get a lot of siege damage going. But else, there's always the potential for a comeback on this map. For now, we do see Dukov again as a ban.
Yeah, you just like the map because the Haka's actually playable here. Anyway, both of the top tier supports once again banned out. I'm expecting to... Well, there you go!
Jeez, my heart! They just do it because I'm watching. The Haka is playable on every map except for Sky. I changed my mind. But yeah, we do see Johanna banned out as well, so we again have the same bans compared to game number 1. The only thing changed is they rather ban my boy the Haka instead of Onera. No one wants the Bambi anyway. But yeah, we do see Vala being picked up as first pick again for sort of Super Unstoppabros. She did work out. They did lose the game, but did still do a lot of work for them in game number 1.
I will be sad if they don't pick Garish again and throw Vala over another wall. It's Sylvanas Karazim.
Ooh, Karazim already showing them want to go aggressive, and especially Sylvanas. She can turn off those structures, so when you manage to get 1 or 2 kills, you can just push in and get the structure to bitch yourself, and you don't have to wait for minions or someone else to tank it for you.
Yeah,
always the health of your beautiful tank.
Indeed, Karazim able to dive in, deliver the extra punch of damage. And we have once again Blaze and Anduin on the side of the Super Unstoppabros.
Indeed, Blaze bring out a lot of wave clear again, and Anduin with the light bomb. Maybe. And we did see just the Holy War Salvation, but on the other side we do already have Sylvana, so she could opt into the Boiling Arrow, so mass AoE silence, which is hard to dodge when you're Anduin and standing still, channeling the bubble. Now we do see an Anuban coming out for the side of carrying a sheep, which is quite interesting. I guess they just want to deny the Anubarak towards your opponent because Anub and Sylvanas are the 2 main heroes which spawn stuff or disable structures, so you can really push in when you get some kills.
If I think about an anti-diving tank, Anubarak is not the first hero which springs to mind for me.
Indeed, we shall see. But for now, we do have the Diablo ban. Immediate respect ban coming out against the Diablo from the side of carrying a sheep.
No more lightning breath this game. Well, we expect more aggression here, so I'm expecting an aggressive tank and just a normal offlaner, I guess.
Ooh, Sonya Abathur! We're getting spicy!
Yeah, this is a map which is known for Abathur, I think.
Not that much. Like on this map, you have the issue that you have to channel those altars, and especially in the early game, having an Abathur puts you on the back foot early on onto those on those altars. But we shall see how it goes. Like you can, if you manage to drag it out into the late game, and especially on the side of carrying a sheep, we do see Sonya, we do see Karazim. They are great heroes for that. So if they get another good tank in for that, the
maybe a Muradin. Auto attack Muradin. Let's go.
On the other side, we did see Forster and Ural being picked up, so it's gonna be Blaze main tank probably.
Uriel.
Turo also works. One of the tanks which do a lot of damage and can be quite annoying. The only issue I see for the side of carrying a sheep is they don't really have anything to keep your opponents with you. They don't have a real engage tool. So the main way of them engaging is just being faster than their opponents with Tyrrell speed and the Abathur and stuff. And else, maybe a leap could help out to make sure you have an engage tool for them.
I'm expecting leap, judgment, boiling arrow, 7-sided straw. I'm expecting a lot of aggression out of the red side.
Yeah, especially aggression is the name of the game for them in the later stages. Early on, they just have to make sure they don't lose too much.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, well, blue team is way more quote-unquote standard. Anyway, let's introduce our teams.
Indeed. Do you want to start on the left side this time?
I will start on the left side this time. We have in the blue the Super Unstoppabros with Lucas playing Vala, Dami playing Blaze, Mujuice on Anduin, Varus playing Uriel, and Starcadia playing Falstad.
And on the right hand side, we do have carrying as sheep Page Biscuit. On the Karasim Greyhound on Sonya, Salia on Abathur, DKT playing the Tyrrell, and Taco on the Savannahs.
Let's see, we have W build again for the Vala. So
reinforced card pace. The Lewontin of Abathur going for the E and not the W as we usually see quite often.
Field build. So making sure that all his divers stay safe, maybe?
Freeman Sun from Blaze to set up the game. Let's go. Sonya coming in from the side. You're already on the top lane.
Yeah, Sonya coming back into the brawl in the mid lane, having to support her team quite a bit because that Abathur not a real hero until he can be with that level 10. What's it called again? Clone? Supreme? No? Ultimate Evolution? Something like that.
Clone?
Yeah. What's that one called? I can't see it. I don't know. Anyway, the fight in the bot lane once again, where Karazim and Sylvanas fighting against Blaze, Vala, and Anduin. And Sylvanas going down. Will Karazim be safe? Yes, Karazim able to retreat behind the wall. But first blood going over to our team in the blue.
And this is a very interesting lane setup we do see from the teams. Usually on Towers of Doom, you do see a heavy focus around the bot lane, having a full v4 down there, and having the Freeman, Page taking a lot of damage, and Karazim, he's going down. Another kill for Super Unstoppabros.
And this blue team is just able to play it aggressively like that because they know that this Abathur can't contribute to these fights too much until he gets more talents to assist his team.
But yeah, usually on Towers of Doom, you do see a heavy focus around the bot lane, just those Zappa camps, and if you manage to push down the opponent's bell tower, the control you get down there around this bottom altar is really strong. And therefore, you usually see the solo laners double soaking mid-top, and then having the 4-man battle it on the bot side. But with the Falstad on the side of Super Unstoppabros, they are changing up the game. They just put Falstad towards the mid lane, have Uriel top. So if Sonya tries to double soak, she just cannot because Falstad and Uriel will be there and annoying her. And
Red team tried to invade onto the blue side, but the blue team able to capture that mercenary camp before a red hero was able to stand on top of the point. And while there are no kills made, that is a tiny win for the blue side.
Indeed, there's a few juicy experience going into their hands, especially as they also stole away our Zapper camp. We do see a little bit more than half a level lead for them so far.
Yeah, the red team was able to pick up that Sapper camp in the top lane earlier, but that one just isn't as impactful as the ones in the bot lane.
We do see Abathur on the right side tapping this one. Meanwhile, Sonya is just trying to 1v2. And Falstad, he's dropping really low. But now Sonya has to be really careful. The Abathur shield is coming in. We'll try to keep her alive. Karasim in the meanwhile time falling on the bot side. Falstad goes down. One V2 on the top lane. Sonya with the Everhead is just doing her job right now, but in the bot lane Tyrell did go down as well. So this bottom bell tower will most likely go into the hands of Super Unstoppabros. Savannah's not really able to do anything down here. Meanwhile, Sonya is still on the top left side, but Vala is now coming in as reinforcements, so did Falstad respawn and fly in, making sure this one goes into the hands of the Super Unstoppabros.
Yeah, so that's a double capture in the hands of the blue team and a single capture by the red team. But like you said earlier, those early game captures, they do matter, but not all that much. Not
Yeah,
like
it's just mostly about getting into the later stages of the game. If you have a combo which gets really strong late game, like Everfro comps tend to do, like Churro comps tend to do, like Kerosene comps tend to do, you just want to make sure you don't give them up immediately, or not give away too many points, and they're just doing a great game of stalling here. But another stun onto the Savannas, and we do see a 5-man rotation in here for the side of the Unstoppabros, as Kerosene gets locked down a bit more, but there is the dash towards the Savannas into safety.
Yeah, they do not get a kill, however, but they did still await that mercenary camp, which is a nice chunk of experience for them so far. Let's take a little look at our numbers. 3,000 experience ahead for the blue team, like half a level, no, an entire level right now.
Indeed, but now it's an entire level. But now we do see 3v3 on the bot side, while Sonya in the top lane 1v2 did lose the fight around the camp.
Oh, nice double stun in the bot lane by the Blaze onto the Kerosene, and Kerosene was brought down by the Vala. The teams keep fighting in 2 places at the same time. It's really hard to keep track of all the action that's happening all over the map, but it is exciting.
And this is why casters say Dragon Shadow normally, because there you have 3 lanes where battling matters. We do see the Bruiser camp, the Seppa camp now being picked up by the side of the Unstoppabros themselves on their own side. They do now have a 1.5 level lead.
Did you just dunk on my favorite map right now? Shame on you.
I'm just saying people usually don't like to cast it that much.
I love Dragon Shadow. Oh, fight in the mid lane going on once again. Well, it looks like the red heroes have enough mobility to make their way out, because they are in danger right now. Level 10s in the hand of the blue team, whilst they don't have their ultimate abilities just yet.
Indeed, a 1.5 level lead. We do see a damage build from for Churro so far with the talents. Blaze using the bunker in the bot lane. Still level 10 advantage. Churro tanking the stun, but will he be able to survive? Does not seem like it, as Strafe has been used.
The blue team keeps dodging that Tyrael death explosion. How many times Tyrael died now? 3 times. And I think they've dodged his explosion all 3 times so far.
I mean, they're Vala and Blaze, both 2 heroes with some mobility to get outside of it. And theoretically, you could even mount and just walk away.
Oh, Falstad taking a lot of damage in the mid lane, has to commit the Gust to stay safe. It's not too long of a cooldown, so that's fine on their part. It's just not available.
And this is the thing I think they would have needed to start earlier. The Kara seemed just trying to rotate around with the Abathur head and get loads of damage, especially onto the Foster in the mid lane.
What's the initiation for the red team? Because we have...
there's double stun from Blaze, but they might control as a counter. The Sanctification comes in as well. The stun from the Light Bomb afterwards. Churro gets a lot of damage onto that Vala. Vala is nearly dying to the Savannah's clone. Vala is the first one to fall. Anduin gets into the bunker as well. This bunker is looking grim. Anduin is falling. It's another stack on his finger. But in the meantime, we did see Savannah's and Kerosene go down. So a 2-4-2 trade.
They are still fighting. Tyrael hopping back in, but is gusted into tower range by the Falstad. Falstad does fall, but Tyrael has to give his life for that kill. And Nirel, with that bonus movement speed, walking out of the explosion as well. Yep, that's pretty funny.
Now we do see this Vala respawn. Blaze is looking towards the temple in the mid lane. While Sonya is just in the bot lane trying to hold this one, but Vala, she
back. She might. No. Okay, in the middle we did see Sylvanas interrupting. And now Sonya in the bot lane is having quite some issues with Vala joining it back in. The
Oh, the
Kerosene
root
tries
misses.
to help, but it won't be enough as Sonya is falling. Seven-sided strike has been used. No one there to jump for Kerosene, and another stun onto the Sylvanas, and she is going down as well.
Uriel just taking a few more tower shots to absorb a little bit more HP. But going back to my earlier point, they did not take Judgment, they did not take Leap. And what's their initiation plan?
Mind control? I guess?
Yeah, Sonya Spear, maybe. But there's no hard engage on their side, I don't think.
Yeah, it's looking really rough for the side of carrying a sheep to force a fight. On the other hand, the members of Super Unstoppabros, they want to fight. They're 2 levels ahead. Even 3 soon. You see level 16 coming in now. There's the Sanctification. The light bomb comes in. 7-sided strike. Board has been disabled, but Kerosene is starting to drop below. But Anduin, he's the first one to fall. Vala drops low. Vala is going down as well, but now are the counter kills coming in as Sylvanas is going down, and Tyr, he's just trying to run away.
I think he'll be fine. No, he's booped back by the Uriel going into the depth zone, and the red heroes make their sweet escape in the bot lane. How did no one of them die there? Is the question. Oh, Pumpkins escorted in? Maybe? Ersin trying to stop it. 1, 2, 3 pumpkin shots being escorted into the red core. That can be quite significant.
In the 17 core HP left on the side of carrying a Shiva. On the other side, we do still see 36 health on the end of Super Unstoppabros. And those 4 shots were taken by from the top right in the very first altar phase. So, yeah.
So yeah, the blue team is trying to force this game to end very soon. And it's up to the red team to try and stop mind control onto Blaze, into 7-sided strike, into Leap of Faith, and Bunker was used to interrupt that Leap of Faith, but it does save Blaze life in the end.
Indeed, the altar meanwhile going into the hands of most of us. We did also see quite a lot of experience come back on the side of carrying a sheep, but Sonya, nice signification. They're keeping Sonya alive, dodging the
Light bomb. Indeed. But the fight is not over yet, because heroes are jumping left, right, and center, but it doesn't seem that anyone's dying so far. And the red heroes make their escape, the blue heroes make their escape, and that means the fight's over. For now, not much going on. Teams just soaking the lanes, are on even talent tier. There's not real will to force a fight anywhere until that altar. That's not an altar, that's the tunnels which are opened. Still waiting for the next altar phase, probably.
Next altar phase will again be a triple altar, as we do the middle one and the 2 top ones spawning then.
He's fighting the bot lane. Nice double stun by the Blaze. Sanctification is not available. Light bomb is, so maybe we will see that soon being popped onto any of the heroes. Not so far. 7-sided strike, dealing a nice amount of damage, but not bringing anyone down. And Tyrael is the first to fall. This time hitting his explosion onto 2 blue heroes. But the fight is still going on, because the red heroes don't have enough yet, except for Karazin, because he's dead. Now Sonya.
Indeed, Sonya keeps spinning. Sonya spins for 5 days straight.
Yeah, but Blaze is still safe, and Sylvanas has to pay for that with her life. And it looks like will Vala die to the poison spear?
No.
Nope.
I mean, is it a 5-man team wipe if ever?
Cheeky Amethyr channeling the top left. Was that the top left shrine? Yeah, that was the top left shrine that he channeled.
With that, he actually kept them in the game. On the side of Unstoppabros, they will take the bottom now. And if the top left would not have been channeled by Everfer, Falso could have just waited for the bottom to be taken over. And then it would be 5 shots for the side of Super Unstoppabros. So, we're just stalling out for quite a little bit longer here.
Yeah, but they have other troubles looming on the horizon because level 20 is... Oh, there's a fight happening on the...
Signification.
Yeah, but there's more blue than red heroes over here, so they should have an
Sonya
advantage.
joins in as well, so we do have another 4v5 fight. Falstad is not here yet. Sonya trying to get as much damage in as she can, but Falstad is about to join, and there's the gust for a disengage.
Oh, and the W of the Vala securing a kill onto that Tyrael. Such unfortunate happenstance for the red team. Let's see what we have. Level 20 secured for the blue team. Upgraded Gust, upgraded Light Long, upgraded Bunker, upgraded Strafe. So that's the Infinite Strafe. And we have the Seraphim Unstoppable for the side of Urel.
Now we do have a double altar phase on the top side. Tyrael is still 20 seconds on, so he's gonna spawn 2 seconds before those altars activate. It's gonna be really, really rough for the side of carrying a sheep.
Yeah, maybe Super
Oh,
Unstoppable.
Blaze with another stun. 7-sided has been used to get out from to dodge the stun from Kara's team, and this is just another cooldown's used to. Sylvanas also had to pop her level 6 Unstoppable to get out. The Falstad is
Urel
taking the
march-
left side.
Marching with her hammer.
Tyrael is here. 5v4 right now. Falstad is here in range though, and Undoing, he's dropping another 1 HP, manages to escape into the bunker. Self-desperate prayer. And Sonya, she's just spinning! So does Luca. Vala barely stays alive. No, Vala goes down. So Sonya gets the kill onto the end in the meantime. But we did see Tyrael fall, and
that's going
Sonya
down
gets the
as
kill on Falstad as well. It's a 1v5 Sonya, guys.
Oh, and Ultimate Evolution is used. I think this will be a 5-man team wipe for the side of the... Well, nice 4-man stun, but it doesn't matter in the end. And all blue heroes have been killed. Immediately, the red team moves into the boss pit because, well, they have to take that off the map. Because that's a very dangerous proposition if that boss stays on the map. Because if the blue team captures that, they will win the game.
Indeed, in the meantime we did see the altar being channeled as well. The blue team's core down to 24 HP, but the question is how much will carrying a sheep be able to do with this 5-man team up? There's still another 15 seconds until Vala is back, until Anduin is back. Sonya immediately pops the Wrath on the bot side. It's like, you know guys, I'm gonna just run down those structures. I'm gonna smork here. He's just smoking down this bot lane with a huge minnow wave.
But I'm not sure how much this bot lane will matter because they only need 1 shot on the blue side, and the next altar phase is a double altar on the left and the right side.
Indeed.
So you don't have to look at that bot lane at all. You can escort those mercenaries in, get your 3 shots, but you will have to fight into that death choke point, what you call it, on the left side for that next altar phase.
Yeah, I would have enjoyed to see top lane being focused down by Sylvanas or something. Oh, but we just have a gust. Nice signification though, keeping the members alive for the side. And now we do have Vala trying to strafe around.
Yeah, that infinite strafe, it just keeps strafing. Like what it says on the tin, I guess. Yeah,
So 3 shots through the bot lane, and now the altars. 14 seconds.
They're already placing mines around that top left shrine. So
yeah, Avatar also in position to take the right one by himself, so his team does not have to carry about that. But Tyrael gets blown up! And now Sonya, she's just trying to smoke around, but she did not get the Emperor heads yet, and she is falling as well. Just a disaster for the side of carrying a sheep, as Kara's team is falling. The only person left alive is gonna be the Sylvanas, and she's just trying to run away, trying to save that KDA.
yeah, and that should be game. GG, well played by both teams, but the Super Unstoppabros take it out in the end. Did you just hit your mic?
Crikey.
GG.
G, well played. Ooh. Sorry, I just got a little bit of a frog in my throat there, guys. What a great series there. 1-1 nice even one for the second time tonight. Second time tonight, of course. It's gone over to a 1-1. I think we've had a 1-1, right? We had Dip 4 versus 5 was 1-1? Yeah, sure, I'll say it. I'll say it was. Yep, but I'm here to say that we have 8 minutes left while we have a 30k t-shirt giveaway. It can be long sleeves, it can be short sleeves, that's completely up to you. But if you want to win yourself a 30k t-shirt, then all you have to do is donate £5. 5 British pounds, €6 approximately. Probably a few more dollars, like $7 I think it is. And make sure you tick the thing for reward. Of course, yeah, you can do exclamation mark donate. That's all over there. Sammy Caesar, what did you think of that last series there?